Hello everyone, War Dog here. Today we got this tops, it's the Wild Pig Hunter, and we're cleaning up the edge here with it's a naniwa chosera 400 stone. So this knife's got a micarta handle, which works really good, wet or dry. It did have a different finish on it when I got it, but the finish came off, and so here soon I'm going to take the handles off and repaint it. But you kind of see right here where it used to say, or it says Wild Pig Hunter right there. Hopefully you can see it on the camera. Here's the Tops logo right there. I'm kind of losing that too. Very nice knife. I think it was designed for pig hunting, so it's designed for piercing skin. Real solid knife. It's a 1/4 inch thick. If you look at that spine on there, that thing's a heavy duty. It's a pretty heavy knife, but not too heavy. Just really solid. The grip on it is really nice. That shape fits your fingers really well, so it fits my hand perfect. And then there's these guards right here so you don't slip off. So I've already been sharpening this, and we've been using this. It's a leading edge magnetic sharpener, and I got it attached onto my Tsprof K03. So we've already been grinding on this for a little while. As you can see, the edge is starting to come together. We just got to go a little ways further. I need to sand the knife down. It's starting to get a little bit of rust and stuff on it, but it's made of 1095 steel. It's a high carbon steel, so it will rust if you don't keep oil on it. But it gives it some patina. It kind of makes it look like it's been used and abused. So what I use this for is I carry it with me during hunting season, and it's just kind of like a backup in case I run into a bear or cougar or something. So this is the Wild Pig Hunter by Tops, and so I'm going to put it on the sharpener. We're going to take our Wild Pig Hunter and we're going to line up the tip of it with the edge of the sharpener here, and so that way we always have the same spot each time. On here I've already got this set, but there's a little knob here. You loosen that up and then you can slide this back and forth, and so I've already got it set up. I don't want to move it because I've already been polishing on this. As you can tell, the edge is cleaning up, and then the back side looks pretty good too. I pulled off my hole milled clamps, which came on the Tsprof, and these knobs right here that were working with the hole milled clamps, they actually work with this leading edge jig that's on here now. Okay, so we're gonna set our Tops Wild Pig Hunter on here, and this is the jig for up and down, and then the edge of this is gonna be where we put our tip of our knife. So I like to kind of set it down at a little bit of a diagonal. Seemed to work pretty good for this system. And then I'll roll the knife over, and then you just kind of slide it back up against your jig and make sure this end is straight. Okay, the stone we're going to be using, this is a naniwa chosera 400. So we are going to use water. We've already been doing a little bit of sharpening before we started the video up, so it's already they've already been wet, so I'm just adding a little bit. Looks like I may have to shift this just a little bit. Let's see if we can go this way. So I'm just kind of doing a scrubbing action. Be real careful on the tip. If you go too fast, you'll mess it up. Just keep it nice and flat. Don't roll it off. You can always come back to it and take a little more off if you need to. I'm going to add a little more water. You want to keep your stones wet. So yeah, this Tops knife, it's an excellent knife for hunting. You could probably use it for trapping if you're into that kind of thing. Going up to a trap in case you need a backup weapon. I'm sure the guys in the military are probably carrying this thing. It's a heavy duty knife. So if you need to grab hold of the knife, you can, just to help. It's already real stable, but if it's got a little bit of play, holding it helps a little bit. So as I get this off of here, I want to wipe it down and we'll switch it over to the other side, but I'm going to turn it diagonally a little bit and then turn it up, and it comes up off of here easier. So I want to wipe any slurry off of it, and then we'll set it on this other side. Again, we're going to be real cautious. We're going to line up our tip with the edge of our sharpener, set our spine down. Okay, then we roll it down, and then we're going to I'm sliding it up against the guide there, so that way I'm the same on both sides each pass. So we're going straight up and down with the blade, trying to keep all our passes in a straight line. That'll make the scratch pattern come out all looking the same. So let's add some more water to our Chosera 400. Still seeing just a little ribbon of black on the edge there of our knife, so we haven't quite apexed it yet. Starting to clean up, starting to look good. I know I got a little ways further to go. You can, I don't know if you can see it there, but it got a little ways further in the hill that we need to go. We turn this around. This high carbon stuff does rust if you got to keep oil on it or make sure you're using it, but don't leave it in the sheath. It comes with a leather sheath. See if we can get that edge to show up. I think it's right there. Yeah, so we're getting a nice edge on it. We just got a little ways further to go. Using the Tsprof K03 Pro Hunter with the leading edge. So right now I'm not having to use any jaws with this, not having to use any clamps or anything. I'm just setting the knife on there in position, and then it's ready to go. Okay, so we're going to set it back on there, do a little more sharpening. So again, we're going to line our edge up where we want it, set it down on the spine. As I'm rotating the knife over to lay on its side level, I'm also slipping it to where it's going to be in alignment on its spine, touching this jig here on this system. So the magnet's really good, holds up really good. Water our stone. So this is where I can see there's a little bit of black showing right here along the edge. So I marked this up with some Sharpie before I started. So that's what I'm trying to get rid of right now. I'm trying to grind all that away. Working on a Tops Wild Pig Hunter. Yeah, I really love this knife. It's a Tops Wild Pig Hunter. The blade on it is 7.5 inches from here to the tip, 1/4 inch thick. So even where it comes back, it's full tang. So even where it comes into the handle, you got a nice grip there. Micarta handles, these things. All the little specks and grooves that you see there, you actually feel that when you grab it. It's got a kind of a woven texture to it. So it's grippy in the rain, grippy dry. Again, here's that. Hopefully you can see where it used to, or it said Wild Pig Hunter right here. I don't know if that's showing up on the camera or not. And then that was the Tops logo. But I really like the way that this handle's designed. If you were to, let's say that a wild pig was, you were wild pig hunting and one got a hold of you, this extra added piece into the back of this, right? Well, when you go in, you got these two pieces to protect you, to protect your hands. And then when you're pulling back out, you got a big fat wide spot right here. So you really got something to hold on to pulling it back out. It's super durable, heavy duty. I would trust my life on this thing. So we're going to keep sharpening, but just wanted to give a little review on it. It's one of my hunting knives that I carry with me when I'm hunting. Is what I use it for. So as I move along the stone, I just shift over just a little bit, kind of doing a scrubbing action. This is what I like to do until I get a whole new apex, and then I'll shift and do one direction only. Where are you guys watching from? Let me know in the comments. This is the leather sheath that comes with it. It's very nice, super nice leather. It's got this Tops logo right here, which is very nice. They stamped it. Double stitching. And then it's got some wrap down here to tie to your leg so your knife's not shifting around. Let's put it in there. It's the Tops Wild Pig Hunter. Slides right in there. Lock it in place. There's what it looks like in its sheath. It's actually a great looking knife. I like it. It's a pretty good size knife. So we're not quite done sharpening it yet, but at least you get the idea of what we're doing here. Hopefully I can get the edge to shine on there. Yeah, so as you can see, we're very close to getting it. We're not quite 100% there, but we're getting it. I'm going to flip it around to the other side. Same with this side. You can kind of see that shine. Let's see if I can turn it this way. Because you don't want to grind away your edges here. So when you set your knife on there, you want to adjust this so it'll set on there without grinding this. So bring it back. You can also slide this however you want to do it. If if you want the sides a little bit further or if you want it all even, and then you just tighten it down. The edge is looking really good. I'm gonna have to look under a microscope, see if there's still any old steel on that edge. The top's Wild Pig Hunter. This is my hunting knife. Great knife, 13 inches long. The weight's 14.2 ounces. 1/4 inch thick, full tang. Made by Tops. It's the Wild Pig Hunter. Micarta handle. 1095 steel. It's a high carbon steel, so it does rust, so keep some oil on it or something. I'm going to refinish this one. I'm going to pull these handles off and sand it all down and repaint it. I'll probably do that on a video.